Hi everyone, welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and today I'm going to be doing an overview on this monitor from NEC. This is the NEC MultiSync EA273WM. Here are some of the vital stats. This is a 27-inch LCD monitor. It is LED backlit, has a maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080. The monitor also has certification for Windows Vista and Windows 7. It is ENERGY STAR compliant. It has DisplayPort and HDMI, as well as all these other environmental logos here on the right side. Here's a look at the contents of the retail box as far as accessories go. You have some documentation here, as well as a notice letting you know that NEC has changed their global address, so make sure to update your address books. You also have a basic installation guide, sort of a walkthrough of the monitor's setup, as well as all the connectors on the back. It's in multiple languages, so you should be covered. Here are all the included cables. You get a standard AC power cable right there. You also get a USB cable, an A to B, and that is because there isn't an integrated USB hub as part of the monitor. You also get a D-sub, 15-pin D-sub cable for an analog VGA connection. You also get a DVI, looks like a single-link DVI cable, so you can connect via DVI. Also, you get this, which looks at first like an audio connector cable. This is actually a cable for what is called ControlSync, and you can actually connect this to the monitor and then chain it over to additional monitors if you have additional monitors, and essentially that will pass through settings commands that you can enter right here to all the other monitors you have chained together. That will allow you to get identical settings on multiple monitors of the same type. Also, of course, you have an audio connection cable so you can make use of the built-in speakers. And here's the monitor itself, and I'd like to point out a few things about it. First off, it has an awesome stand, and that is because it can do height, swivel, tilt, and pivot, but also because it comes pre-assembled outside of the box. You actually don't have to mount the stand. This is just how it came, so that's pretty cool. So speaking of which, you have swivel. You have actually a full 360 degrees of swivel, like so, or almost 360. It's probably just a bit shy. You also have height adjustment, so you can just grab the back of the monitor and lift it up and down like that to adjust the height. You also have tilt adjustment, so as you can see from the side here, you can tilt the monitor positive or negative degrees to suit your viewing angle. And then you also have the fantastic pivot, which allows you, if you turn it the right way, of course, to pivot into portrait mode, which is a great feature for any monitor to have. And just a few more physical specs about this monitor. Again, it is 27 inches, and just in case you weren't aware, that's 27 inches measured from corner to corner. Also, if I flip it here to the side, you can note that it has a noticeably thin panel right here, and that's thanks to the LED backlighting, which is typically provides for thinner panel than, say, CFL backlighting. And also, flipping around to the back here, you will notice the mount, and that is a 100mm VESA mount. The controls on the display are located down here in the bottom right. They are all touch sensitive, so there's no actual buttons. You just touch directly on the bezel here, and that activates buttons. So you have, of course, a power button to turn the monitor on or off. You have an input button to select between the various video inputs. A menu button will bring up the menu with the display controls. You have arrows left and right and up and down here on the side. And you also have an eco mode button that will put it into power saving mode. You'll also notice these two small sensors on the front of the monitor. This can actually detect the presence of a human, and the other one here detects ambient light, and it will adjust the display's brightness to conserve power based on whether you're sitting in front of the monitor as well as the ambient light in the room. Here's a look at the plugs and connections on the underside of the monitor. Of course, you have an AC input there for your AC power cable. Over here on this side, you have a DisplayPort input. You also have a 15-pin D-sub connector, and that's for an analog VGA input. You have a DVI connection right there. You also have an HDMI input. And finally, this is the ControlSync connector. So again, you have an input and an output to daisy chain multiple monitors together to control the settings on all of them. You'll also have an audio input for your 1/8-inch audio cable that's included. Finally, here is part of the integrated USB hub. You have the USB-B port that I'm pointing at right now, and that's your input. And then you have that would actually be your output over to your computer. And then you have two inputs here for USB 2.0 connectors. And then turning the monitor to the side right there on the lower part of the bezel, you'll notice that there is also a mic connection, a headphone connection, as well as two more USB 2.0 ports. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, this has been the NEC MultiSync EA273WM 27-inch LED backlit LCD monitor. I'm Paul with Newegg TV. If you enjoyed today's video, you can head over to our Newegg YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.